Well, thank you very much, Prime Minister Hipkins, and thank you for the very warm welcome that I have received and the Australian delegation have received here today for what is my first visit to New Zealand as Prime Minister. It's always great to visit New Zealand and feel the friendship, warmth and familiarity between our two nations. I've always known how close our countries are, and this visit has underlined for me just how important that is to our shared future. We're neighbours, we're friends, we're family. We can take on challenges and opportunities together. Our two nations share common values. This is a proud time, it must be said. Our closeness, I think, is exemplified by the fact that we are sharing the hosting duties of the FIFA Women's World Cup, the third largest event that's held around the world. And we are using that opportunity to showcase the best of ourselves and how great we can be when we do things together. And I wish the Ferns all the best for the rest of the tournament, and of course wish the Matildas all the best. I wish you all the best unless we play each other.
That's right.
And then of course we will be rivals for that 90 minutes plus injury time. During this visit, we are marking important milestones. 80 years of diplomatic relations between our two countries, 50 years of allowing our people to live, work and travel on both sides of the Tasman, and importantly, 40 years of what is still, I think, the world's best gold standard trade agreement. Our special bond is also reflected in our visa and citizenship arrangements, and I'm so pleased that as of this month, it's now easier for New Zealanders who call Australia home to become Australian citizens. This is a change that was long overdue. It was the right thing to do and it was a fair thing to do. And I was delighted that you, Prime Minister, were able to visit Brisbane to mark that important moment in our bilateral relationship. And I can report that already there's been over 10,000 people apply for that, and I'm sure that number will increase significantly in the months ahead. While we celebrate our history, today has also been about looking to the future. Australia and New Zealand stand together as partners who share a common vision for peace, security and prosperity in our region, and we stand together to uphold the rules-based international system. Prime Minister Hipkins and my attendance at the recent NATO summit in Lithuania highlighted that this vision is not limited by our geography. Both of our countries have suffered the global economic consequences of Russia's illegal and immoral invasion of Ukraine. It is a reminder that the world is increasingly a challenging place to navigate, and that maintaining stability requires our work, attention and vigilance. We live in a world where we need friends, partners and allies like New Zealand. We always get better results when we work together. And that's why today the Prime Minister and I have agreed to a new Trans-Tasman roadmap to 2035. The roadmap recognises that our Trans-Tasman relationship is a significant asset for both countries to meet the challenges and build on the opportunities which are ahead of us in the coming decade. The roadmap also identifies how we will harness our collective strengths for the good of our countries, for the good of our people and for the good of our region. Our shared commitment to building prosperous economies and to climate action, our partnership with the Pacific family, our defence cooperation and our deep economic and community ties all deliver for our people. Two-way travel links our people and drives economic opportunities, and that's why we want to make this a much more seamless experience for the benefit of both of us, and we'll report back in time for the next leaders' meeting, which we'll hold in July of next year. It is important that we make sure that Australia-New Zealand trade relationship is fit for modern times. And that's why Prime Minister Hipkins and I agreed our ministers will pursue a sustainable and inclusive trade declaration. This will ensure our trade partnership aligns with our climate ambitions, our commitment to gender equality and labour standards, and our support for a more sustainable future. Australia and New Zealand will also continue supporting Pacific priorities, working together to respond to our shared challenges, including on climate change. We're delivering real action on climate change at home and in partnership with the Pacific, the broader region and the world. And today we talked about how together we can achieve much more in terms of delivering that change that's required in the Pacific and that our Pacific neighbours are asking for support on. It is a chance for us to shape our future instead of being shaped by it. A chance to create economic opportunities for our people, to boost new industries and to become renewable energy superpowers. Our annual leaders meeting, including the very useful discussion the Prime Minister and I have just had together with our teams, are so important to us. So thank you, Prime Minister, for our meeting today. As you've said, our 5th meeting in a very short period of time. And I thank you very much for hosting me and my delegation here in Wellington today.